Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sofia Vassiliadou, and I'm currently a PhD student in University of the Aegean. I'm really happy to be here with you today as part of AGRIMA program, which gave me the opportunity to explore how theory meets practice, especially when it comes to circular economy and environmental protection. Together, I'm sorry, we will look how these big ideas are actually being applied in the ground through the lens of industrial example in the agri-food sector. As an environmental challenges grow and the demand of sustainable solution increases, industries are expected to take greater responsibility for their impact. One example is the brewing industry, which depends heavily on agricultural raw materials, water, and energy. Today, many breweries they are rethinking the way they operate, not only to reduce the environment footprint, but also to support sustainable farming, use resources more efficiently, and contribute to stronger local economies. In this presentation, we will explore how modern breweries can become part of the solution, promoting sustainability from the field to the final product. I'm Sofia Vassiliadou, as I said before. I studied food science and nutrition, and I did my master in the global innovation and sustainability in food industry and nutrition in the University of the Aegean. Now I'm PhD student, emphasis in sensory analysis and threat detection through artificial intelligence systems. Why I'm here? Because now I'm employed in Macedonia Thrace Brewery SA in the Research and Development Department. I'm responsible for the creation and development of new products and the coordination and management of research projects. Let's start by introducing you the Macedonia Thrace Brewery, also known as MTB. It was established in 1996 in Komotini in northern Greece. What makes it special, it was the first truly Greek-owned beer company. Before that, all beer in Greece were produced by foreign-owned companies. And the founder, Mr. Dimitris Politopoulos, saw this gap in the market and decided to create a beer that was fully Greek, from ownership to production. The first beer they produced was called Vergina Lager, and it quickly became well known. Since then, the company has expanded and now produces more than 8 different varieties of beer. Macedonia Thrace Brewery is not just a place where beer is made. It is a fully integrated agro-industrial company. That means they manage every part of the process themselves. They grow their own barley, they have their own malting facility, and they carry out the entire production from field to bottle. And this allows to ensure quality and traceability at every step, while also reducing the environment footprint. The operations are based in northern Greece and is a rural area where agriculture plays a key role in both the economy and the local culture. Their mission is to blend traditional values with innovation and to make beer production more sustainable, not just environmentally, but also socially, by supporting local farmers and communities. The company helps local farmers by working with them directly. In 2006, they started a farming program where they agreed to buy from the farmers the barley and the wheat. This gives farmers support and a steady income. In 2014, they built a modern malting factory in Komotini. It cost more than 4.5 million euros. And this factory makes the malt needed for Vergina beer and also sells malt to other breweries in Greece, special macro breweries. Because of this factory, Greece now can export malt to other countries in the region, mostly in Southeastern Europe. The company also make other products like Tuvunu tea, it's a beverage from a Greek mountain tea, and sparkling water, also with the label Tuvunu. These are also made through farming programs with local producers. Let's talk about how this company supports sustainable agriculture. That means farming that's good for people, the economy, and the planet. Macedonia Therese Brewery was the first in Greece to work directly with farmers to grow barley and wheat. This helps make sure the ingredients are good quality and grown in a responsible way. They use the same idea for Greek mountain tea, also known as sideritis. So not only do they make beer, but they also support tea farming in a smart way. This kind of farming helps local farmers earn a steady income, which is great for the economy and the rural area. Now, let's talk about how the company helps both the environment and the local farmers through something we called contract farming. This means they make agreements with farmers every year, promising to buy their own grain. This gives farmers security. They know they all get paid and keeps production steady for the company. Here are the main benefits. Farmers get steady income and it became a reliable buyer. The company built long-term relationships with these farmers, which keeps the supply chain strong. They help farmers use the best farming methods to grow more and better crops. The farm is a way that protects the environment, for example, by using barley, which uses less water. It also helps the local economy by creating stable jobs in farming. In the end, the system supports both economic growth and environmental care. So it's good for business, farmers, and the planet. In our company, we care about the environment. So we make beer. We don't throw away the leftovers from barley. Instead, we turn them into something useful. We recycle them mainly as an animal feed for local farmers. Let me explain the three types of leftover we reuse. Spent grain. After we soak and dry the barley, the leftover grain is still full of fiber and proteins. Farmers use it as feed animals, as animal feed. Rootlets. When the barley starts to sprout, it's grown tiny roots. We don't need this for brewing, and they're fully of nutrients, so we give them to farmers too. Fine mold particles. These are tiny pieces of barley husk that fall off during processing. Instead of wasting them, we also use them as a healthy animal feed. This way, we reduce waste and support local farmers in the same time. It's a great example of how we turn waste into something valuable. First, these byproducts are rich in nutrients like fiber and proteins. It helps very much with the milk of the animals. They make excellent feed for livestock. This helps support animal health and growth, especially in rural areas where access to commercial feed might be limited. By using this waste, we are avoiding sending tons of organic material to landfills. That reduces methane emissions and pollution and helps close the loop in food production. It's a practical step toward a circular economy. This approach also supports local farmers. It gives a low-cost natural feed sources, which strengthens local agricultural economies. It's especially helpful for small scale of resources constrained farmers. Overall, this process reduced our environmental footprint It's not just about recycling. It's about redesign how we use resources, more sustainable across the whole chain. Now, let's talk how yeast and brewing waste can be used to produce biogas. Using yeast and brewing waste for biogas production is a sustainable, low-cost, and eco-friendly way to deal with brewery waste. At the same time, it contributes to clean energy generation. So, how does it work? After beer is brewed, there's leftover yeast from fermentation. Instead of throwing away, we can process it in anaerobic digesters. These are sealed systems that break down organic materials without oxygen. The result is biogas, which is mainly methane. And this methane can be used for generating electricity or heating. In other words, we're creating fuel from waste and reducing our dependence on fossil fuels in the process. It's not just yeast that's useful. Spent grain and even brewery wastewater can be also used. These byproducts are rich in organic matter like cellulose, proteins, and sugars, which makes them perfect for microbial digestions. When broken down in digesters, they also produce biogas. So, overall, we're thinking that would normally be discarded yeast, grain, and water and transforming into something valuable. This kind of solution is a win-win situation. It reduces environmental impact and supports the transition of renewable energy. Here's a table about these products. If we see more closely at the specific types of brewing waste and how suitable they are for biogas production. First, we have spent grain, which is a solid residue left after massing the grains. It was medium to high potential for biogas because it contains a lot of fibers, mainly cellulose and proteins. These are good for microbial digestion, through the high fiber can make it a bit sour to break down. Second, we have yeast biomass, which comes from leftover yeast after fermentation. This was a high potential for biogas and it's rich in fats, called lipids, and proteins, which some microbes can easily convert into methane. So this is one of the most energy-rich components. Finally, is the brewery wastewater. It was a medium potential because it contains easily digestible organic substances, like sugars and other dissolved compounds. It's very suitable for digestion, but also lower overall energy compared to solids like yeast or grain. So as we can see, each type of waste has different characteristics and energy potentials, but all of them can contribute to biogas production when used properly. Let's focus especially on the benefits using yeast in biogas production. First, yeast is an excellent renewable energy source. When we convert yeast byproducts into biogas, we're producing clean, renewable energy. This helps reduce our reliance on fossil fuels and directly lower carbon emissions. Second, this is a clear example of waste to energy. Instead of treating used yeast as a waste, we repurpose into valuable energy. This supports the idea of a circular economy where we reuse and recycle instead of just throwing things away. Third, we have this approach promotes sustainable practices. By using yeast in this way, we're not only generating energy, but also reducing the environmental impact of the brewing industry. It's a smarter, greener, and more efficient way to manage resources and waste. So, let's talk about sustainable packaging. It's very important for our company. And part of reducing environmental impact. First, we use reusable glass bottle, especially for products like, as you can see, Virginia beer and Tuvunu beverages. This helps cut down one single-use containers. Second, we've made strong commitment to eliminate plastic from our packaging. For example, we remove plastic ring holders that we used to have. We also have a bottle return and reuse system where customers bring back empty bottles and kegs. We have also kegs, so we can clean and refill them. This system keeps materials in use longer and avoid unnecessary waste. All our packages, as I said before, is 100% recycled materials like aluminum, as you can see, and paper, making disposal more environmentally friendly. And finally, we have a specialized cleaning facility for bottles and kegs, which thoroughly washes and prepares them for use, ensuring hygiene, of course, and sustainability. So, from production to packaging, we aim to keep our processes as circular and eco-friendly as possible. Our commitment to sustainability also extends to our infrastructures. We've made a significant investment in solar energy by installing solar panels across our facilities. These are facilities. This allows us to harness clean, renewable energy directly from the sun. As a result, we've been able to reduce our carbon footprint, meaning our operation produces fewer greenhouse gas emissions, contributes less to climate change. Even more impressive, our solar panels now cover 50% of our total energy needs. That means we have self-sufficiency in clean energy, which this greatly reduces our dependence on external and non-renewable energy sources. This kind of green infrastructures is a critical step to building a more sustainable business. To ensure our operation are both sustainable and environmentally responsible, we've implemented an aerobic biological treatment system for managing brewery wastewater. As you can see, we use a lot of water in our products because we pasteurize our products. First, wastewater contains organic residue to send to oxygen-fed bioreactors. When oxygen, specialized microorganisms break down the organic matter quickly and efficiently. Then the treated water undergoes sedimentation and filtration to remove remaining solids and microbial biomass. The result is clean water that meets strict environmental standards. This water can then be used for non-potable purposes such as cleaning, cooling, or even irrigation, helping us reduce water waste and conserve resources. It's one more example of how we close the loop and make our production as green as possible. The aerobic treatment system we use brings a range of important environmental and operational benefits. First, it allows for effective pollutant removal, significantly reducing harmful organic substances from our wastewater. It's also supported the protection of water resources by preventing pollution of both groundwater and surface water, which is critical for preserving ecosystems. We're proud to be a full regulatory compliance, aligning our wastewater management with both national and European Union discharge standards. Finally, These systems reinforces our role to sustainable brewing practices, reflecting our commitment to responsible production and the protection of the environment. Our next steps or strategy goals, let's say, it's to collaborate directly with our contracted farmers to adopt regenerative agriculture practices. This approach is not only environmentally responsible, but also support the long-term viability of our supply chain. Through this initiative, we aim to restore soil health by using natural and sustainable farming methods, enhance biodiversity, which helps reduce the need for chemical inputs, capture carbon in the soil, contributing the effort in mitigating climate change, and most importantly, ensure long-term productivity and sustainability, benefiting both the land and the farmers who cultivate it. These steps reflect our broader vision of sustainability that goes beyond our brewery and extend into the agricultural system we rely on. Next, the brewery aims to implement a circular and sustainable process that transforms brewing bioproducts into valuable natural resources for agriculture. This is called biostimulators. First of all, we have the process begins with the local conservation of the barley. The goal is to grow it using fewer resources like water and reduce environmental impact. Next step is the harvest barley is brewing process. The harvest barley is used in beer production by sourcing locally. The brewery support nearby farmers and reduce transportation emissions. Spent barley byproduct. After brewing, leftover barley, called spent grain, remains. Instead of discarding it, we can collect and reuse it. This spent grain will be processed into biostimulants, natural products that improve soil fertility, boost plants' growth, and support microbial life in the soil. The biostimulant will then be applied back to the field where the barley is grown, enriching the soil and promoting long-term health and sustainability. The result will be stronger, more resilient barley crops that will feed back into the next brewing cycle. Through the system, the brewery aims to close again the loop, reduce waste, support local agriculture, and protect the environment. It is a forward-thinking, innovative plan that reflects a deep commitment to sustainability and community impact. Let's talk about biostimulants and why they're becoming such a powerful tool in modern agriculture. First off, biostimulants help seeds germinate better and grow faster in the early stages. That means stronger young plants and quicker establishment into the field, which gives them a head start. They also make plants more tolerant to stress, like drought, heat, or poor soil. So even in tough conditions, crops can keep growing stronger. Another big benefit is the higher yields and better grain quality. Healthier plants mean more harvestable products, and better quality often means a better price for farmers. What's really exciting is that by using biostimulants can also help reduce the need for fertilizer and pesticides. So farmers save money, it's better for the environment too. And finally, biostimulants improve long-term soil health by supporting beneficial microbes and improving soil structures. This is great for sustainability and future harvests. So in short, biostimulants support strong plants, healthy soil, and more sustainable farming. What's the real point? As a brewery, we believe that our role goes far beyond just producing beer. We deeply committed to sustainable practices because we understand that what we do has a real impact on the environment and the communities around us. By sourcing our ingredients responsible and managing our production in an eco-friendly way, we're working to protect natural resources and reduce our environment footprint. This means cleaner processes, less water, and more efficiently use of water and energy. But sustainability is not just about the environment, it's also about people. That's why we make it a priority to support local farmers and businesses. By doing this, we help strengthen the rural communities and create stable, reliable markets for agricultural products. In the same time, we contribute to broader national goals like sustainability and food security. This is something that we take seriously, and we are very proud that we are part of it. We kindly invite you to scan the QR code and complete the brief evaluation of this presentation. Your feedback is highly appreciated and will contribute to the improvement of future sessions. Thank you so much for your attention.